Well, welcome back, everyone. We have got Teresa here with the Barrio Neighborhood Planning Committee. We also have Colton here with Education Credit Union. How are you doing this morning?
Doing
Very
well.
well,
Thank you
thanks.
for having us.
Of course, yeah, I'm always excited to talk about all things Barrio Neighborhood Planning Committee because y'all really do put on some great events. And so, of course, you're partnering up with Education Credit Union,
Right.
talking about financial literacy classes. You were telling me the last one of the season, last one of the year, coming up this next week?
Last one of the season, yes. So next Thursday, we will be meeting at East Branch Library at 6 o'clock, and that'll be October 25th. And Colton will be our guest speaker to talk about two topics. So I'm going to let him tell you what they are.
Basically, the goal is to get people in a financial position for home ownership, making sure that they're credit worthy. So we'll talk about the fundamentals of finance, getting yourself a budget that works for you, getting your credit in a situation that makes it easier for you to get into a home, and then what that home buying process is actually like. What you can expect in terms of, underwriting, how that actually works, and what the questions are going to be asked of you by your lender. People like to know that kind of stuff, and Education Credit Union always likes to educate. Learn more, live more.
I love that. Teresa, tell me about our Barrio neighborhood. I feel like it is one of our oldest. And
is.
people that live there, you and I've talked about this, long time people in our area. And we want younger, we want movers and shakers. I mean, this is an important neighborhood to our city.
Yes, we're 136 years old in the barrio, and 50% of our families own their homes, and typically it's at the third generation already,
Okay.
third or fourth generation. And so we want to increase that percentage to 55% of home ownership. Colton's great about bringing in Education Credit Union to actually teach us how to do that, show us how to do that, because one of our goals is to educate our families of all generations. And so this is one way that we can do that. So we're excited that they're going to finish up the year for us with this class and be able to offer it. We're going to have some great door prizes, which is always great, gift cards. And
yeah.
then be able to have a meal and bring your kids, because there's room for them as well, to be able to come out at 6 o'clock on the 25th.
Absolutely. Bring your kids, bring your questions, and yeah, you really have a good time. Barrio Neighborhood Planning Committee and our ECU's goals really align because we want to keep our talent. We want to keep the best of Amarillo in Amarillo.
Right.
And so making sure that we have communities that are safe and everybody can afford to live in them. That is where we align.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, like I said, there's going to be a lot of great information. And so, Colton, we won't make you give your whole spiel here. We'll save that for next Thursday. But kind of talk about when you talk about these, different things that you're going to be, talking about next week. What are some of the things that people are almost kind of caught off guard by when you start talking about home ownership, getting those loans and stuff? What are the things where, like, I didn't even think about that?
Generally, how people, especially in the climate that we're experiencing now, people really think it's prohibitive to be a homeowner, that they're not in a place that it's not the time. So one of the barriers that is actually kind of fun to overcome is the difficulty. It's not that hard. There are so many lenders in Amarillo who share our values, who want to keep talent and people in Amarillo. So yeah, what's your debt to income ratio, and let's get your credit score in a good shape, and then let's talk about a mortgage. It's really that easy.
And I feel like people sometimes, when we show them and tell just that education.
Right.
People don't know what they don't know.
Right,
Yes,
right.
there
And
we
you're
go.
like,
Job security.
that's what we need to do. Stay on that plan. And I think having someone to help you with that plan.
Absolutely.
That's what I always need.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And that one of the great things about talking about people staying with you to help you with that plan, Education Credit Union, we have our financial coaching program that's free for anyone in the community. They don't have to be members of Education Credit Union, and we do it in English and in Spanish. We are just there to help. That is part of the credit union difference, and that's part of our purpose as a community organization.
That's so good.
There you go. And so, of course, like you're saying, you do your classes and things there at Education Credit Union in English and Spanish. Of course, you got this great flyer here, which I immediately noted on there, Biblioteca de Este de Amarillo.
East Branch, yeah.
East Branch
There we
Library,
go.
yes.
Oh,
And
good
so,
job.
Of course, like I said, you have to pardon my rough Spanish there, but of course, that's the thing, is you're making it accessible to everyone.
Yes.
Bilingual classes, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
And talk about just the importance of that, because like I said, maybe somebody at home, maybe they're going to tell their friends, but they're like, I don't know, maybe my English isn't that well. I'm not going to go to this class.
Absolutely. So a translator will actually be there. I do speak some Spanish, but I talk fast and I talk a lot, so I don't know. I always bring a translator with me. And so to make it accessible, that's so much of our community is so culturally rich, and making sure that everyone feels welcome at something so fundamental as finance.
Yeah. Absolutely. So Teresa, tell us one more time the when, the where of this financial literacy
So
class.
it is next Thursday, October 25th at 6 o'clock at East Branch Library. bring your family with you, and we'd love to just share information with you, get something to eat, get some door prizes, and then be able to get good information.
Teresa,
Thank you.
anything that we need to, we have this going on the 23rd, anything with the barrio that we can look into the future with? Save the date?
So 10th Avenue is still working on it from Garfield to Ross, and also we hope to do a groundbreaking in December for it.
Ooh, okay, we'll be
So,
ready. Please
soon.
always come back,
We'll do.
and we'll keep up with you.
Thanks,
Colton,
Ally.
nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Nice
Thank you
to
so
see
much.
you.
Good
I
to see
like
you.
it.
Thank you.
Shel-